This Christianity, this Catholicism and all that shit only leads to white men lining up to get their weapons so they can become the people that's invading America right now. Those Russian soldiers that's coming over here ain't gonna give a rat ass about you being a Klansman. They gonna pop a cap in your ass too. And it's gonna be most deserving for you. I hope your ass get 2 of them.
Head into the woods to enact a tradition.
Look at him, look at Sergeant. Look at him. Wearing all our colors that we used to use in ancient Kemet to perpetuate godliness. Look at him, accept the light. Listen to him. Accept the light.
It is legal done here in the woods on private property. It is 10 years in federal prison if done on a black family's lawn to intimidate them.
Klansmen for Mississippi! Mississippi! Klansmen for America!
Now I want all you nigga Christians out there to understand this cross that they get ready to burn up is the same cross that your Jesus is on, alright? All of this stuff that's going on with them, this ignorance right now, is less ignorant than your ass going into that church worshiping the dead white man on this cross. Okay, that is just stupid as hell. When you can see these people hate you and then you gonna go worship the uncle of these motherfuckers as your God. Grow up. And you see the green fire gonna get all y'all asses.
All the trouble history failed to quench his humble flame. Let me say that the cross is an inspiration, a sign of the Christian religion, a symbol of faith, hope, and love.
A sign of the
We
Christian
do not
religion.
burn but light the cross to signify that Christ is the light of the world. White power! White power! White power! White power!
As the fiery cross.
First of all, so you can know, whiteness has no power, okay? Because if it did, you would not have to walk around out here hating so many people. The reason you hate everyone on the earth is because you know yourself that your skin is recessive and that you are a degenerate. And so your behavior are degenerate behaviors. Synonymous with your whole freaking molecular structure.
Cause is reduced to a few sparking embers. The clamored members leave the clearing and head back to the trailer.
Look at the lights. Gonna give
I
them
just want to ask you one other thing about the gun.
talking
You have
about
a wig all the time?
receiving the light. Enlightenment means that you're not supposed to be thinking about murdering people.
U.S. government gave me that. I lost a lot of good friends of mine. Fight for this country for nothing. For nothing. All because of the U.S. government.
Because you're stupid. You didn't fight for the U.S. government. You fought because you had that same hatred in you that you have right now. And when you got a chance to go to another country and kill non-white people, you took it. It didn't have a damn thing to do with your country. Just like standing out there now, hating black people and wanting to get a place where you don't have to be around other people and go out and perpetuate terror and all the shit that you guys are planning to do. Only because you want to do it. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else forcing you to do it. You did not fight for your country. Because if you was fighting for your country, you would not be a racist bigot. Because America claims that she stands for equality. But you white men have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that you don't know the definition of that word. And so the lies about America is the biggest lies told until you told that lie that you fought for your country. You fought to fulfill your own antagonizing desire to murder someone or get your melanin recessive ass killed yourself, because you white men really hate yourselves, and I know that. That's the reason why every time you see a non-white man walk up, only thing you can do is tell a lie. He stole something to get his ass where he can't be productive, because you know he's already superior over you, but then you really don't want him whipping around in a nice car or having a nice house, because then that white woman, she don't want your ass. She's gonna go with Mr. Brain, Mr. Melanin, so her baby can have some melanin. And you know that. So you're just freaking jealous.
You're mad at the government.
I'm very mad at the government. I mean, I got a lot of hate in me. A lot of hate for nothing. I got a lot of built up in me, a lot of hurt.
Resentment that you have with melanin.
All about her.
It hurts deeply, and I struggled for a long time not to hate those people that did that. Good will overcome evil. Right will overcome wrong.
On this night, you can only
Yeah, but that
Pastor Hartsfield knows all about hurt.
It hurts deeply, and I struggled for a long time not to hate those people that think that good will overcome evil. Right will overcome wrong.
On this night, you can only...
There it goes. That same fire that you see in the sun on their little cross. And you can see orange segment right there with the green and the white, making it perfectly clear to you, I got my daughters involved. Don't you worry. Sarah. And the Sarahs are going to take care of all these troublemakers. With the help of this sunlight that you're looking at right here, it's going to go into their eyes and pop their freaking heads off. And they're not going to be able to walk around this earth terrorizing melanated people any longer in the name of their freaking Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That bullshit is coming to an end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm talking to the God inside of me for giving me the knowledge to know what I'm looking at.
The pastor's right.
Yeah, but that pastor represents the old chicken shit Christian preacher's slow approach to just wait on the Lord and God will take care of it, because they are too dumb to know that Prime Creator cares nothing about good or evil or right or wrong. You have to know that this is a 10 million year old war being waged against this reptilian evil. You have to do your own thing and let slow ass karma come around the corner at its own pace. Once you stick your foot in this beast's ass, you put his aggressive attacks into check. Karma is much too slow, in my opinion. Look at all of that evil England, Belgium, France, Spain, Portugal, and the American power structure has done in this world. Yet Buckingham Palace and the large statue of that reptilian Queen Victoria is still standing, although Germany bombed the shit out of London during World War II. Look at how wealthy the Jews and the Anglos have become from their involvement in the African slave trade.
Now look real good at it. You white people took these chains and put them on us and made us walk around like animals. And you said that your God of Christianity gave you the right to do that. So if I tell you fuck Jesus and fuck your religion because this is what it did to us, then I know you got to understand why I would feel that way about your religion. You go ahead and love it. Because see, you got a lot on riding on that. Your wealth, your dignity, everything. For you to say right now that Christianity was wrong means that you would have to admit that all this bad treatment of us people was a criminal act, which would make you a nation of criminals. So you got to let your Jesus thing fly. And all you black people that's worshiping Jesus are going to be just as guilty for these crimes you're looking at right here as the white people that committed them.
The Galactic Federation spaceships are already here, but the ignorant black community is too ignorant and too dumb to know how to make contact because they're on their knees in that obsolete church singing, "Oh Mary, don't you weep." Pharaoh's army had drowned it in the Red Sea, and too dumb to know that Exodus is a lie and that they are Pharaoh. That lying ass Hebrew priests created their devil Jehovah in Genesis as God the Father, and he is one of the sons of Lucifer.
This is what we're all told is how we began as human beings, that we came out of the primordial sludge and step by step evolved into what we are today. Everything in that chain up to us is eat, survive, reproduce. We are what's it all about? We have that incredible ability to say and think, what's it all about? How'd that happen? That's what this is going to be about. What we're told is, of course, that we're a natural flow of things, and that with this guy right here, we share a common bond that begins between 8 and 5 million years ago. 8 and 5 million years ago. Reason being, we know that we have upright walking primates of some kind or other at around 4 million years ago. So they just jack it back and figure if we're upright walking at 4, we probably split from a common ancestor with the down on all 4 apes between 8 and 5 million years ago. We know we were upright walking at 4 because we have proof of it at 3.5. Next slide, please. These are the famous Laetoli tracts of Tanzania, Africa, discovered by Mary Leakey and her team in 1978. And here you see what they are. We're in solidified ash. We have a large pair here, smaller pair here. We assume it was a couple moving along. And we see the track here in a blow up is not quite human. It's different in several ways, but it's human enough to make it very clear that we have upright walking bipedal creatures 3.5 million years ago, no doubt, measured by ashfall, which is very accurate. So that's why we jack it back. If we were this upright at 3.5, we had to be upright at around 4, and that's where you get your dates of 5 to 8 million years ago, the split from the common ancestor. All right.
But wait, before they change it, here's a very, very important thing that he did not point out. The fact that these tracks are found in Ethiopia, which means that they are not tracks of Europeans. Did you notice how, for some reason, he didn't think that was important to tell anybody? If the oldest tracks that these white people can find and say is related to our evolvement on the earth is in Ethiopia, wouldn't that suggest to you that white people came from black people and that you can't have no freaking albino god that's going to turn around and make melanated people first before he makes even white people? See how your fucking Christian shit just don't add up?
And now, next slide, please. Here's the depiction of how this happened. The nearby volcano laid out a layer of ash. The creatures go walking along, leaving their tracks. Then another layer of ash comes, seals the layer, and then 3.5 million years later, a rivulet comes through here, cuts through, exposes one of the tracks. One of Mary Leakey's team sees it, and then they peel back the layers until they expose the whole thing. Miracle piled on miracle. It's just amazing, an amazing discovery. Now, the reason I show you this is I want you to notice that all pre-humans that you will see in the books, and go back and you can check, they will show you a head that looks like this one pretty much, grossly primate in its characteristics rather, because that's what the skulls of all pre-humans look like. But then they'll always stick these human bodies underneath those heads. And this is a subtle brainwashing that is performed on all of us.
What the man was saying was accurate until he started talking about us being primates of apes and all that, you know, because here's the deal. There's still apes on the earth, so apes did not evolve into people. If they did, they wouldn't still be on the earth. They'll all be human now. White man would tell you any damn thing other than the truth that, yeah, well, black people was here forever, and then eventually they were smart enough to thin themselves out and create us Europeans. That's what they did. Someone removed the melanin from melanated people, and the more they recessed the melanin, the more people became what we call today white. So you white people are nothing but melanin recessive, melanated people, and you desperately need to get your melanin back instead of